Omera Radio Entertainment.
Visit LegalZoom.com to save on legal needs like wills for $69, LLCs for $99 plus filing fees, and also get access to a network of legal plan attorneys for guidance. LegalZoom is not a law firm, but provides self-help services at your specific direction. Visit LegalZoom.com by clicking the banner on our website. That's MikeOmeraShow.com, and click the LegalZoom banner.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeOmeraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
How's your timer?
Do you know the song?
I recognize it, but I couldn't place it.
Well, you can talk about the beat. Barbecue.
Oh, it's the mess around.
Do the mess around.
There you go.
Yeah. You love it.
You do the mess around.
When did that chart, Rob?
Do the mess around.
I believe that was 1954. That was Ray Charles' first single.
When I play the mess around and I'm on my motorcycle, and I come to an intersection, I turn it up, and no matter where I am, whatever I'm doing on that motorcycle, I do the shoulder dance.
Do you look like that?
And I did that because in Sturgis, I had my iPod hooked up to my motorcycle, and I was playing it, and all of a sudden you see people on the street, and people are responding to it, and I just started to do the...
Do you channel John Candy from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Yeah, because I'm a fat guy, and it's kind of a perfect fat guy song.
It really is.
Do you have it?
I'm finding it right now.
Do you ride with a trench coat?
No, but you know what? I saw a guy when it was rainy up in Laconia. Guy had one of those dusters on, big fat guy with a duster.
Yeah.
Raincoat, trench coat, good fat man, clothing.
Yeah.
So I'll be sitting on the motorcycle, and I'm in Sturgis, and there are people on the street, and all of a sudden everybody starts snapping their fingers, and I was like, yeah, that's right. I'm bad.
You can talk about the pit.
Barbecue.
The band was jumping. The people too.
That's right.
Mess around.
Fat guy on a motorcycle, everybody.
It's a fun tune.
It is a fun
It
tune.
is.
But that's
it's
not
the
why
one
we're
you
here.
listen to when you go clubbing?
Oh, yeah, it's right on my playlist.
Imagine going into a Euro trash club and hearing this come over the sound system.
I think it would move. I'd be that excited.
Imagine going into the nightclub and hearing this come over the big speakers.
Do you mean the
Can I sound any more old?
Mike, imagine going into a downtown nightclub and this is on the PA.
You do the mess around? Boy, I would... You know what? If I got drunk enough and I was in Las Vegas, and I may be in Las Vegas twice within the next 6 months,
I do believe there's a chance we're going to be swinging through.
I would pony up some dough, and I'm not talking about our pony. I would come up with some dough to have the disc jockey in the booth play this between all of his, and it will never happen.
You know what?
He wouldn't have the balls. And I'd look at it, I said, you don't have the balls to play this. You do not have the balls to play this.
You're going to point at Deadmau 5 and ask him to play this?
Yeah.
Deadmau 5.
Yeah. Do you mean Dead Mouse?
He doesn't even correct you anymore. What I'll do, Mike, I'll always...
I know that's my greatest old man DJ reference. Deadmau 5. I still think it's ridiculous what he does with that last symbol.
I will bring my iPod always, so when you are drunk enough to threaten the disc jockey, we'll know we'll have the song ready
we'll
to go.
be sitting, we should go to someplace like Pure
or Mao
and walk in and
like
Tao.
Tao,
it's not Mao. Now you sound old.
I am old.
At least I know the happening places.
Yeah, okay.
We'll go to the Palms. We'll go to the rooftop bar at the Palms, baby, and I'll say, hey, why don't you put on some, hey, listen, in the middle of your Dead Mouse, why don't you play a little Ray Charles for me?
Security!
And then I'll say, do you have any Skrillas?
Skrillas, please.
I like Skrillas.
Anyway, I hold in my hand something very special.
Yes.
Tomorrow is Election Day. I don't know how many Americans are aware. The presidential election got all this hype, but I'm not sure. And you know what I need? I was listening to the show over the weekend. You hear the way that sounds a little like this, Rob? I need a little mid or high end on this microphone.
The man needs mid or high end.
That's what I need. Something, and don't creep on it. Go ahead and be dramatic.
Yeah.
Go ahead and be dramatic.
Well, then I will give you high end right now.
Okay. No, that's not it. So turn that back to where it was,
and then
now give me high end. There we go.
Is that what you like?
There it is.
Good.
That's it. I was listening, and just listen. It sounded a little muddy over the weekend.
I understand.
So I was checking that. In honor of the presidential election, I wanted to point out it's not just Bill and Monica.
No.
Or Bill and Jennifer.
Oh, I forgot about Jennifer.
Or Bill and Paula Jones. Or
that was perhaps a misstep on
These are the 10 juiciest presidential sex scandals. You know about Bill and Monica.
Now, Monica was very juicy, was she not?
What about James and William? Dwight and Kay?
Oh, James and
Franklin
William.
and Lucy.
Really?
Yeah, this goes back to the olden days. James Buchanan, President James Buchanan.
Yes.
This is fun.
Yeah.
The only bachelor president.
Oh, he got it right.
Really?
Yeah, you want to talk about the mess around.
James Buchanan was rumored to be homosexual,
Oh. There we
which
go.
in the 19th century earned him much derision. He lived for 15 years with a man named William Rufus King.
Of course he did. Rufus.
Shut your mouth!
I
I
always
hear
thought,
Rufus, I think, yeah, that's right, I'm bad.
well, I always thought the rumor about him was that he was a power bottom to Mark Twain.
You might have, I bet you have the years right, too.
I'm just guessing.
I bet you have the year
I'm
right.
just and that's, you know what that is? That's a joke. I don't know.
He lived for 15 years with William Rufus King.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to get better than this.
King Rufus.
A senator from Alabama, whom Andrew Jackson dubbed Miss Nancy.
Wow. Oh, so a fancy lad.
Oh, it's funny. And the pair allegedly were lovers. Aaron V. Brown, I thought it was going to be Aaron Burr. Aaron V. Brown, who served as U.S. Postmaster General while Buchanan was president, reportedly referred to King as Buchanan's wife.
Whoa.
Did anyone ever have any idea?
I've never heard of this.
Now,
No.
if I'm in college and I'm in a history course and they teach me that, I'm walking out saying, hey, I learned something. So you learned something from the Michael Mary Show.
You didn't take Gay Presidents 205? That was a big mover at VCU.
Ready for George W. Bush?
Am I?
Okay, scandal number 2.
Juicy.
Amidst the gossip about his alleged DUI and cocaine use, number 43 also faced a few sexual allegations. One involved a criminal complaint and rape charge
Oh, I never heard of this.
by Margie Denise Schodinger, a Texas woman who later committed suicide.
Wow. How did this stay out of the news?
Well, I don't know, because sometimes they're BS allegations.
Yeah.
Because the one with James Buchanan, there's never definitive proof, I guess.
Well, TMZ wasn't around then.
The second scandal for Bush was an accusation by Tammy Phillips, a former stripper, of having an 18-month affair with Bush that ended in 1999. Does he get kind of a free pass if he was, doing his drugs and his booze before he, straightened up and became president of
And
the United
also,
States?
look at Laura.
Yes.
Really, maybe he needed a little comfort outside.
The librarian.
Yeah, she seems a bit chilly.
Number 3 is Warren G. Harding.
Yeah.
Well, hey, how about that
I was
name?
going to say, good for you, Warren.
Harding allegedly had a 15-year affair with Carrie Fulton Phillips, the wife of a friend. As president, he carried on relationships with Nan Britton, a woman 30 years his junior, who reportedly lost her virginity to the future president at age 20.
That's so hot.
Jeez. She reportedly gave birth to Harding's illegitimate daughter, Elizabeth Ann. When Harding died unexpectedly in 1923, rumors circulated wildly at the time that his wife, Florence, poisoned him. Britton published a book about her relationship with the president in 1927.
Wow.
Wasn't he featured as a horn dog in a few episodes of the what's the show about?
Boardwalk Empire?
Yeah, isn't he a character on that?
It might be.
Like,
I'm not
I
sure.
think he was a stupid, horny guy.
Let's move on to number 4, Thomas Jefferson. This has been...
Oh, he boned everybody.
But this has been well publicized.
Yeah.
Jefferson's relationship with Sally Hemings,
Yes.
the mixed-race slave who was his
Yes.
late wife's half-sister.
Lincoln.
They had the same father, and with whom he had 6 children, remains a subject of discussion and disagreement centuries later. Contemporary wealthy Virginia widowers often took enslaved women as concubines, so for Jefferson to also do so would not have been unusual for the time. Does that tell you anything about growing as a society and,
Yes.
and making the progress we need to make when you say it wasn't unusual at the time?
No, it was just how things were.
Go down and get the slave that's living in the shack down there to come and warm my bed.
And also, I know you're familiar, as I am, with the wonderful musical 1776.
Dun, 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 dun,
A
dun,
great
dun, dun.
plot point is that Jefferson almost refused to write the Declaration of Independence because he wanted to go home and get laid.
Wow.
So they actually brought his wife to him, and that is a true story.
Number 5 is Dwight Eisenhower had an affair with his driver, Kay Summersby, so he had a woman as a driver in the 50s. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, but she constantly got into accidents because she was a woman driver.
She wrote about the relationship in a book published 6 years after Ike's death. Although some scholars have disputed the affair, President Harry Truman reportedly told author Merle Miller that in 1945, Eisenhower asked permission from General George Marshall to divorce his wife to marry Summersby. Eisenhower biographer Gene Edward Smith writes, whether he and Kay were intimate remains a matter of conjecture. But there is no question they were in love.
Wow, can you even imagine Eisenhower in any sort of
No.
emotional thing?
No, but they all...
Did he even bone
We're all
Mamie?
human.
But they're also all driven, ambitious, probably testosterone-laden men, all
Sure.
of them. And I mean, Ike was a great soldier and a great general. He just...
And a great lover.
You think of him as that kind of round-headed bald guy.
I do.
That's kind of a soft grandfatherly
And
figure.
also, by the time he was president, he
Ike
was
got
old.
boners.
Yeah, he was laying the lumber.
Ike got bone.
That's right, Ike's Boner. It's from this. All of this information comes from the popular book Ike's Boner.
The only thing we have to fear is item number 6, Franklin Roosevelt. FDR had, his have been documented too. He had a lifelong affair with Lucy Mercer.
He was my favorite sitting president.
Franklin remained in D.C. Eleanor went off on junkets. She discovered a packet of love letters from Mercer in his suitcase in 1918 and subsequently offered her husband a divorce. But the couple remained married, though the First Lady, and you've seen Eleanor Roosevelt, right?
Oh, my God, so box.
Really, it's not nice to speak ill of the dead, but seriously, Eleanor Roosevelt,
for one reason.
Really, of all the First Ladies, number one on the ugly parade.
The marriage almost didn't work out between her and FDR because she was better endowed.
Manage. JFK, number 7. We get to JFK. His list of rumor affairs rampant, including flings. And here we go. There's a list here. Angie Dickinson, Marlena Dietrich, Jackie's press secretary, Marilyn Monroe. And let me see. The White House switchboard also noted calls from Marilyn Monroe during 1962. J. Edgar Hoover received regular reports as to all his affairs. Doctors speculated that the drugs the president required for his Addison's disease had the side effect of increasing his virility.
What is Addison's disease?
I'm not sure, but he had that. He had lots of health problems.
Does it have to do with his back?
Yeah. All I know is he had that, and then the back injury was in World War II.
Okay.
And I've heard that as well. I've read everything.
So
Tony,
he was
can you
being
look up-
medicated, and it just made him horny.
Made him horny.
Look up Addison's disease.
Which makes sense.
Is that called Viagra?
Well, yeah, maybe it was a precursor to Viagra.
Or some high tea.
The other thing is when you have
You
a
know
sore
about
back.
high tea, Mike.
Yeah, he
you
does.
do.
He does.
High tea.
When you have a sore back like that, the last thing you want to do is roll out of bed.
Number 8 is Grover Cleveland. He had an affair. Who cares? Number 9.
I thought he was boning James Buchanan.
Let me see. He had an affair with a sales clerk named Maria Halpin, who he allegedly, this is Grover Cleveland, who he allegedly date raped.
Oh,
What?
that's not okay.
Jesus.
That is. Thank
Halpin
you,
later
Oscar.
discovered, and then he later discovered she discovered she was pregnant. Rumor has it that Cleveland then had her child put up in an orphanage and forced her to be treated in a mental asylum.
Wow, that makes.
Wow.
I will never again play the song "Cleveland Rocks" because he's a dick.
Grover Cleveland did admit to paying child support for her son. Wow, that's crazy. Number 9 is Slick Willie, Bill Clinton. We know about that. Monica
Sure.
Lewinsky, Paula Jones, Jennifer Flowers, Kathleen Willie, Elizabeth Ward Grayson, and Juanita Broderick.
Juanita.
How are you?
Well, he liked the. It was an unusual name.
I found it impossible to be totally satisfied.
Tony, what is Addison's disease?
It has to do with a shortage of adrenal hormones. So
it's
he
hormone
would be-
therapy.
Yeah.
So they
he would get hormone
overprescribe.
therapy.
High tea,
horny.
baby.
Yeah.
And the number 1, ladies and gentlemen, you won't guess. Would you like to guess? Because we've mentioned some of the big 3.
I'm going to guess Rosalind Carter.
It's Mamie Eisenhower.
Of course, yeah.
Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Really?
LBJ reportedly had many affairs, including a 21-year relationship with Madeline Brown. She became pregnant in 1950. Prior to Johnson
What was her
being,
last name?
Madeline Brown.
Brown. Yeah.
1950. I don't know if any of the presidents did that.
I don't know.
Can you imagine?
Except maybe Buchanan.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Her name was Mary. She moved to our little Rhode Island town from Minnesota 2 years earlier.
What a fox. I heard she's going with some guy named Woogie.
Who?
Big guy, goes to Barrington High.
Woogie from Borrington High? Sounds like a loser.
Loser? Woogie's only like all-state football and basketball and valedictorian.
I heard he got a scholarship to Princeton, but he's going to Europe first to model.
Yeah? I was thinking of doing that.
Have you seen my baseball?
Sorry. Hey, check it out.
Have you seen my baseball? Hey, buddy, come here. I think I know where your ball is. You seen my baseball? Yeah, I seen it. You see that girl over there? She has it. Except she doesn't call it a baseball. She's got another name for it.
Have you seen my Lena?
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. We are live from Studio 1K in the Fiverplex Broadcast Center. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. We're downloaded worldwide over 20 million times, and we are powered by Encore Insurance. We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com and the mighty 1630 KCJJ in Iowa.
Do you think Kelly's getting ready for Thanksgiving?
Hope so.
I do. I hope he has a great one.
Venison on the table.
Venison stuffing.
Today's show is brought to you by FanDuel. Okay. Oscar asked me before the show about my FanDuel team.
Yes, it was a big week.
I took the reins.
Because didn't
You took over.
You were essentially going against your old general manager this week.
I have 2 contests outstanding.
They are outstanding.
I have Eddie Lacy going tonight, and I have come stop it, non-sports fan.
Okay.
Eddie Lacy is going tonight with Green Bay, and Jordy Nelson also with Green Bay going tonight, the Monday night game. So, other than that,
We've got 2 guys going tonight.
I may be in rough shape.
Might be all right.
My quarterback, Russell Wilson. It's official.
Oh, it was a tough game.
Look, we're talking about, incidentally, we're talking about FanDuel.
Right.
Week 10 of the NFL season. How's your team doing? FanDuel, 1-week fantasy football leagues for real money. Call me and gloat. Send me a message and gloat and tell me how much better your team is doing than mine, because you'll get immediate weekly cash payouts with no waiting, no upfront fees, and no season-long commitments. And I am never, ever, mark my words,
yes,
I will never start anyone who plays for Seattle ever again.
Yes.
Ever. Okay, Drab? I'm not ever starting a Seahawk again with your incredible 12th man, your loud stadium, and your vast underperformers in every single fantasy team I ever had.
Wow.
I thought Russell Wilson was, he's not as expensive as the marquee guys, and he's having a great year, and they're talking about him. And, yeah, they won the game over Tampa 27-24, but God damn it.
You know what happened? They didn't win for you.
24 points is not going to cut it in this day and age.
No, you need so much more.
With FanDuel,
quit playing like President Buchanan.
You get to reset your team each and every week in FanDuel's 1-week fantasy football leagues. Put your true skill to the test. Oh, and by the way, you can win real money. Did we mention that?
Oh, my God.
Play 1 week or every week. FanDuel is paying out over $135 million this year. Go to FanDuel.com, click on the microphone in the upper right-hand corner, use the code TMOS, and sign up today. The new user special, 200 listeners to sign up will have their deposit matched up to $200, but you have to enter the code TMOS when you join FanDuel, FanDuel.com. Now, Josh had a team going for me, too, and I don't have the results of his, but I think his was equally like Oakland Raider crap.
He loves the Raiders,
Thank you.
but he's a Packer fan. But why does he always start the Raiders?
I think Josh sometimes, I don't know whether he was dropped on his head as a kid or whatever.
Oh,
do you think
come
so?
on.
Do you think he's into that?
He's young. The kids love pot.
Yeah. There's an element of Josh that reminds me of the kid. Did you ever see the movie The Descendants with George Clooney?
Of course.
Okay, you know the kid in The Descendants that gets punched by the grandfather?
Yes.
There's a little Josh.
You think Josh
is
still a young guy?
Yeah, it's a young guy having a good
Has he
time.
been punched, or does he require a punch?
I don't think Josh is punchable. I think he's too nice a guy.
Okay.
I like Josh. So, hail, the gang's all here.
Yes,
it's
happy
a
Monday.
huge week for the Mike O'Mara Show as we ramp up to Omaricon 2013. People are coming in from far and wide to join us for a great weekend. It's terrific. We're going to have a wonderful night at the State Theater this coming Saturday, November 9th. Also, Jimmy Cerrito is planning all sorts of activities. They got hotel rooms over there.
Sure.
And, the guys that used to work with us on the Realm Network are having a meetup.
That's
and
right.
So, the people coming into town, we'll see them. I don't mind plugging them. That's fine. I want everybody to have a fantastic time. And we are going to be so excited to see everybody on Saturday night. We had our first walkthrough on Saturday, and
it was so
absolutely
fun.
It was absolutely incredible.
Really great. How great is the State Theater?
It's there's something about that place. The first time I was in there, I think was for a Junkies thing, maybe 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And I know Don and I have done a couple of things out
Crap
there.
played
Crap played there.
I
My band played there twice.
Yeah.
As a matter
I
of fact.
introduced Crap there.
And so it's really. It's the best theater of its kind in Northern Virginia. There's just not a lot of places that have that perfect size, and so we were out there, and it's going to be great. And It was great to see everybody. We're all so different. The three of us are so totally different.
And you know, there's really nothing greater than after 5 days together, spending a 6th day in a row with my buddies Oscar and Mike, because they're all so excited to see me.
But we work well because everybody does their own. Everybody's got their totally different rhythm.
We work on each other's strengths.
Yeah,
we really do.
But it happens organically.
Yes.
It's like I know exactly what I want, and it's a certain look that I want, and I wanted to test drive it, and I got all my information within 15 minutes. You guys were working on all your stuff that you wanted. You were confident that everything was cool.
Yes.
And now the big question for me will be, what is Motor Booty Affair going to look like?
Yeah, it's true. As
it has been from the beginning.
But they're very excited. I was in touch with their lead singer today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's excited. They're bringing a few people. They have actually some people in the D.C. area that follow them that will be coming to our show.
Would it be safe to say that the contact with the band and the people that are involved with the band, that would be an element of this presentation where I'm a little bit out of the day-to-day workings? I'm out of the loop.
Well, you know what's
nothing I need to know, right?
No.
Everything's okay?
No. Mike, I doubt you'll even see them.
I want to see them.
I'm hoping that they're out of the building by 7:20.
They're coming. They're coming from Maine.
I know. I'm kidding. They're going to be great.
Well, they're playing after the live show too.
I was simply joking.
We're going to kick it to them, and so everybody.
You were giddy when you walked out of that meeting.
I was giddy.
You weren't giddy when you arrived.
No.
When you walked out.
No, and what was so great is he got there. We say we're going to meet there at 2:00. Mike gets there. I checked 1:56.
Thank you.
His first apology is, "I'm sorry, I'm late." I said, "You're not late.
You're early."
Yeah, but you were late because in your mind because you were the last one there.
I traveled from Manassas to Falls Church, which I would guess conservatively is 10 miles tops.
Yeah, absolutely. And connected by superhighway.
On Saturday, as bad as traffic is around our area, Saturdays in Northern Virginia where we live, the corridor that goes from here to D.C. is completely and utterly effed now.
Oh, yeah, you
and it
can't
will
do
get
anything.
nothing but worse forever. I went 16 different routes. I took shortcuts and detours all the way because everybody gets up in the morning in Northern Virginia and has absolutely not one effing thing to do, and they're like, we're going to go on the highway.
Yeah.
Or in this case, we're going to go on the highway.
Now, what time? If the doors at the State Theater open at 7 p.m. on this Saturday.
I would urge anyone that's coming from the local Northern Virginia to leave their house at noon.
Okay. Now, also, I have an announcement regarding the show.
Oh, really?
Yes. Mike, they asked for it.
Okay.
And we listened.
What is that, Rob?
It is the Rob Spiewak Diamond Jubilee Americon 2013 Whore Package. Whore. Available today. Whore. At 5 p.m. Eastern. At eBay.com. Please go to eBay.
Site.
Yes, it's excellent. This is what we did for Reno.
This is the stuff you pocket personally, right?
This
I
will
don't
all
think we
land.
ever see that money.
I don't think we ever saw that
This will all
money.
land in my PayPal. You know where most of
I think it went to his bank
Yeah,
account.
most of it went to Circus. It was. They got it.
Really?
No, you got it.
I did?
Yeah, it was PayPal
I don't
to
know,
me.
Rob. You still have my bank code.
That's true. I do.
man.
But here's what you do: you go to eBay today at 5 p.m. and you look for the Rob Spiewak Diamond Jubilee Americon 2013 Whore Package.
Don't you have you have music for everything we saw on this show? Don't you have? No, that's the same music. Don't bring you. That's
don't change our
Don't
music.
bring my show and your show into your whore package.
This is our whore package, everybody. Because what happens? There's only 5 of them available.
You know what? I mean, we need something
extremely limited.
Let me play some peppy music for Rob's whore package. Here we go.
Thank you. Your whore package. Whore package will include show admission for 2, a backstage meet and greet. It's so nice.
That's right.
With exclusive photo and autograph opportunities, and of course, the best thing, the Mike O'Mara Show gift bag.
That's right. It's the 2013 Rob Spiewak Diamond Jubilee Whore Package.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And there's only 5 available. They will be available at eBay today. You buy them, you pay us by PayPal, and your tickets and your package will be waiting for you at the box office this Saturday.
Are whore packages sexy?
They are.
Are they good for royalty?
They are. You'll get the royal treatment, I'll tell you that.
What about the local rednecks? Can they enjoy them?
They can. Nobody is excluded. from the Rob Spiewak Diamond Jubilee America.
How about
20?
Jews?
Probably not.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, stop
Everyone's
that.
welcome. Yes.
Thank you, Oscar.
When you
I
get
like
the
the way
info,
Oscar legitimizes it by going, everybody's welcome.
I want
Shut
to make
up, Rob,
sure.
you ass.
Maybe we got a new listener. When you get those, could you get the shirt sizes? So we're going to have to put those together,
Absolutely,
please.
yeah. We'll take care of all of that.
Picking up the Mike O'Mara Show Americon T-shirts today.
Oh, good.
Oh, cool.
Did you proof them and stuff? They look okay?
Yes.
They look
No,
pretty?
I just said do what you want. Send it over.
It's OMARA.
Surprise us.
How are you feeling? Are you feeling better today? You
I
seem
feel
a little
great.
perkier today.
Yes.
Last week you were very unperky. You were feeling under the weather. You recovered?
Much better.
He was 100% when he arrived at the walkthrough when he had to watch.
No, he wasn't.
You don't think?
I don't think he was.
You should have seen him when he was watching Shannon drive his automobile away. He was absolutely aware of that.
Oscar has like so many levels. So many levels of
Moods.
mood.
Yeah.
There's like super giddy Oscar, which is very
Usually
pleasant. to be
inebriated.
around.
You have more
but it's fun.
levels.
And that's the early stages of
Yeah.
inebriation where it's fun.
Fun.
Where you're just, I'd rather be, I mean, you are a great guy to be around.
Yeah.
Then there's, like you were all last week was the Oscar I don't like being around.
Well,
So-
I was sick.
But you and
Sick
you,
Oscar.
But when you're sick Oscar, you turn into serious Oscar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything's serious.
Oh, we
gotta get
Serious
the
business.
Gobos.
Serious.
Yeah.
business.
Gobos are coming here.
And you were coming out of serious Oscar when we had lunch on Saturday
Yes. Mm-hmm.
because even though you were feeling better, you were still kind of giving me all the serious stuff that's going on, and that was
yes.
and you were doing it in a really serious way.
But you know what? The serious sort of diminished as we had lunch because then he was going to T.J. McCarty's frat party.
We're going to get to that in the show because he did go to a
McCurdy.
frat party.
Forgive me, it's McCurdy.
His last name is McCurdy.
Yes, you love people by last name. For example,
T.J. McCurdy.
if I were to mention T.J., you'd say that's
Free
fine.
wing night at T.J. McCurdy's.
Hey, do you have
Give me a restaurant.
You have to wear some flair when
Right.
you work at T.J. McCurdy's.
So you were coming out of it at lunch on Saturday,
Yes.
and
Well,
what?
Well, so basically, what I was coming out of was my mom basically sold us for very cheap a nice Toyota Avalon, right? That Shannon is driving. Shannon bought it from her. Yes, and
We have to get her back on the show this week.
My mom sold it to us, and she drives like an old lady, and she always takes care of the maintenance.
Sure.
And the alternator died right outside of the Lincoln Memorial right before I came to see you.
She sold you a lemon.
Yes,
That's
so
right.
I came after racing
El Carmax.
to the Lincoln Memorial, having the car towed, and having Shannon drive me to the State Theater so I wouldn't be late.
Did the car die with you in it or with Shannon?
With
in it?
Shannon in it, and I had to
Oh.
go rescue her.
So she has her new car, her new used car,
Yes,
but she has
used.
her brand new wheels.
Yeah.
And it died at the Lincoln
Yeah.
Memorial. So your
From,
mother.
from Jolie Motors.
This isn't going to help the relationship. This has been a tough 2 weeks for
Oh, yeah.
Shannon and your mother.
Yeah.
Very difficult. We will talk about that.
She
and
saved
we'll-
all the paperwork, though.
We'll talk also about the upcoming appearance by Oscar's mom. She's going to come on the show.
Oh, good.
And I want to hear about the frat party as well. And I also want to address one of Rob's friends. We'll refer to him as Johnny M.
Okay.
Johnny M., did you happen to catch his thread over the weekend?
What, can you give me a key word in it?
It's pretty perverted.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
It's about, I'll tell you when I come
Oh,
back.
good.
We'll take a break, and we will come right back on the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of our program is brought to you by LegalZoom. I really have a wonderful big favor to ask of all of our listeners. Right now, this week, we would love you to check out LegalZoom.com. They are a new client, and they would love to help you get whatever you need to get done legally and do it quickly and efficiently without going through the expense of going to a law firm.
Sure.
If you need a will, if you've got something you want to trademark, if you have any legal issues that you want to deal with and you want to avoid, having to check out a law firm where you might have to pay when you walk in the door, go to their website at LegalZoom.com. LegalZoom's online process will guide you step by step, and you will get total customer support. It couldn't be any easier. And specifically for everybody in this room, I want to say wills.
Yeah.
Sure.
Really, really important for you to have that. You never know when your ticket might get punched. It might be a bus. It might be a bungee jumping incident. It might be any of that. LegalZoom can help you set up your wills, and they can provide the self-help services to do it at your specific direction. They can even connect you with an attorney, but they are not a law firm, so you save a pile of money. I'd really love everybody to do this right now.
Please do.
Go to LegalZoom.com. Don't wait on the sidelines. Check them out. All you have to do is go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click on the LegalZoom banner. Where is it on the website?
That's right
Is
at
it
the
bottom?
top.
It's at the top.
You can't miss it. Top and bottom.
Do it today. You make our show look great
Yes.
if you do that, and you can also get this stuff done for pennies on the dollar.
You'll
It's
sleep
amazing.
better at night.
Yes.
Get a discount. Enter TMOS at checkout. You get an extra $10 off. Also, I did my father's will this week, and I did mine last week. No more than 15 minutes.
It's amazing.
It's nice peace of mind. 15 minutes, you can't go wrong.
I mean, they are the pioneers in this kind of technology. They've been doing it for a long time. Don't put it off. Incorporations, trademarks, patents. Go to MikeO'MaraShow.com. Click on the LegalZoom banner. Remember our website and click on LegalZoom and get your discount. Do it today. We thank you in advance. Okay, getting back to the show, well, before we get to you and the frat party,
Right.
I need to go to Facebook.
You should. Now, you see, this.
Did you miss this?
I absolutely did. Had a busy weekend.
Is it okay? I won't mention names.
Johnny M is fine.
But Johnny M is your best friend.
Yeah.
Correct? I can say that?
Oh, God, for years. Best man at my wedding. I was the best man at his.
You know, every now and then you get a thread that just, you're rolling through your news
creeps you
feed,
out.
and you're just checking things out, and you say, hey, that's
That's
interesting. What the hell is he talking about? You know? And it has to do with a movie.
Okay.
The movie is Carrie,
Okay.
and he was disappointed.
Oh, well, you know
from
what?
the remake?
He loves horror movies, so it doesn't shock me he went and saw the new Carrie.
Yeah. He was curious about the fact that there was not something in the remake that existed in the original one.
Telekinetic powers?
Nope.
No?
It's a form of nudity, but it's a very specific form of
Oh, I
nudity.
bet I know one. Yeah.
Have you trimmed your bushes lately?
I was going to say, does it have to do with boxwoods?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was odd.
Yeah.
It was very strange.
And he went straight to Facebook with that pontification?
He went there, and all of a sudden, the gates open. There's that perv subculture on Facebook, just like there is anywhere.
One layer under.
And it was very... I can't believe you... Are you aware, with your friendship with him, does he love the movie Carrie?
He loves horror movies. And he also, you know what he loves to do? He loves to stir the pot a little bit. I can see him saying that.
You talk about him wanting to do that all the time.
And you know what else about that? Keep in mind, when Carrie came out, when was that? That 78? The original?
I think so.
A long time ago. Certainly pre-1980, when you had a movie in the 1970s, and one of the key aspects of it was...
And I'd love to give you the thread, but unfortunately, when I get 3 posts on my Facebook page for anybody I check out,
it ain't there.
It's a Redskins logo. Go look for that on Facebook. It's
but I do believe that was sort of a...
Somebody please help with my Facebook someday so I can get it on this
computer. Don't do that. It's not the computer.
I know it's not the computer, but this is the computer that I use for Facebook.
Yeah, but you're hitting the computer.
Yeah, the computer does other things than just
Don't do
Facebook.
that.
I'm aware of that.
It does other things.
Bought my daughter a new
Facebook
computer
machine.
yesterday. Jeez, that pisses me off.
But I do believe...
And here it is. And here's the lovely Facebook on my iPad. Look at how well that's working, huh? And on my phone, too.
Don't hit the
everywhere.
iPad.
Everywhere. It S's the bed. Every single place. Oh, let's scroll down. No, we can't. It's too slow. What is happening? What is happening in the world of Facebook?
Well,
It's
not.
Am I the only... I get
You're
people,
the only one.
No, I get people all the time telling me it's not... Do not make me mad like that. I swear to God.
It's going to be a great week, Oscar.
What's
to
your
God.
friend's last name?
It's Johnny
Midnight.
M.
Johnny M.
Yes.
Well, I don't have
Not
him
his
as a
real
friend.
name.
There are a bunch of those on
There are,
Facebook.
of course there are. But the deal is I do believe it was rather groundbreaking, the graphic nudity in the original Carrie. And if you wanted to recreate the excitement, maybe you wanted to, duplicate that. And perhaps that was his concern.
I've got to find...
Remakes aren't that great, though. Why
Well, no,
do
you
people
don't
go
want.
for them?
Well, you don't want to do that. But you see, it's a great story, and I think what Hollywood is thinking, even if you can't capture the magic of the original, what's the matter?
What's
now?
wrong?
I got it.
You found him?
You got it.
I think so.
Good.
Oh.
If you can't capture the magic
Why
of
is
the
this
original,
so slow? Why is this going so slow?
Did
you know
you-
what I mean?
did you pay
we
the
have
bill?
We have a million. We have a million megabytes in this studio.
Yes.
and this is it. Like now, it's like grrring like that.
I'm
Only
fl-
one.
I'm flying over.
Only.
How many apps do you have open on your pad?
I don't know.
Does it open up to a larger suite?
Stop. Probably a lot.
Probably a lot.
I found him. I found him.
right.
Here we go.
I'm gonna
This
find it.
wow, he really loves posting.
Oh, he posts like
my
ridiculously.
God.
Yeah.
Need
he's
more
just
attention?
like Rob.
Well, no, he's not
Jeez.
just like me.
Yeah.
He's got all the. Oh my God.
You know,
Is
I'm
he
not
this
going to be
man-
able to
is
get.
this
He
man
maybe he took
employed?
it down.
He is.
He talked about the bush.
Yes, he
That
did.
It's not showing that. Well, you saw it.
Well, no, I'm going on what you said.
Okay, you didn't check his post out.
Mike, I'm
Sometimes
looking.
I just don't see.
I don't see the post.
All right, hold on. Damn it.
Are you friends with him? I'm not friends with him, so maybe I don't get to see it.
Maybe you should be friends with him.
No, I have too many.
You do? We need
too
to.
much going
Okay,
on.
here we are.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
Ah, okay, very good.
All right, I got it. 21 comments, only 8 likes, 21 comments.
Did you like?
That's a little skewed.
Did you like?
This is at 10:54 last night, and Rob, I went right in here and wrote it down because I said this. I knew this is your pal.
All right.
This is the this is the quote. I watched the movie Carrie for many reasons. The biggest one is all the bush in the beginning.
Oh, the shower scene, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that what it is?
In the original Carrie, there's the opening. Remember, because one of the plot points is that she has her period in the shower.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember?
He is right.
So that's what.
And you know what? There was a lot of that for that era.
This is uncomfortable for you, Rob.
Well, I mean,
You're perfect friends. This is what you guys do when you get
So,
together.
yeah,
this
we
one
don't
guy
get together that much.
The
Talk
guy
about
wrote,
Bush.
Buena Arbusto may have to play that podcast. May have to play that if the podcast ever gets another show. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
I am so stealing that Got Bush clip, Paula. I'm glad my family. Anyway, the people, his friends, they all go kind of nuts over this.
Sure.
And Patrick House, your friend, joined in on this thread. Too.
it's so nice of you to call him by name.
So it's interesting.
He's listening now, I'm sure. Hello, Pat.
Another guy writes, sadly, I must assume that the remake no longer includes this scene. Not only are the youth of today unreasonably afraid of
What?
Bush, the MPAA decided somewhere in the late 1980s that naked people are evil. So they are bemoaning the fact that
that
there
scene
is
is now
that scene.
not gone.
And
Now
that
gone.
scene, it's Sissy Spacek. So,
Well, not just
or
her.
Spacek, I should say.
Spacek, I think.
Spacek,
Yeah.
whatever. It never really, her nudity never really did it
Yeah, but
for
it's
me.
not just her. It's all the other young women in high school.
A lot of Bush.
Yeah.
Greg-
Bush and
Greg-
1970s Bush.
Greg, who's a friend also of me and of Brad,
Yeah.
perhaps given such a provocative start, the film should have been called
Harry.
So I am just curious, since this is your pal.
Yeah, my best.
Have you ever had the discussion, as we have had many times
Right.
on this show, about down there and how you trim down there? and
I've
all
not.
that?
Would you like me to call him today and ask him?
I would love to just get an answer on this.
I
'cause
will
it's just-
find out for you.
It's out of the blue. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a huge Redskins fan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he is posting about the Redskins
Lives and
out,
dies it, yeah.
out of his mind. And then suddenly, there's this Carrie thread. It's like,
topic change.
I really love that.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, he mentions that not only did he really love it, but he loved it so much that that he actually enjoyed his own company to that movie.
Wow.
So he loves the Redskins and Bush.
Yeah, I think probably the latter is probably what made him enjoy his own company.
Mike,
Not
you
the
know when
Redskins.
you hit things that doesn't make them work, especially electronics?
I know. I am a slave to Facebook as a social networking
Sure.
website and a slave to Apple products for my hardware, and they're both just letting me down.
They are?
I'm just kind of sad about both of them. I really am.
And you gave them an extraordinary amount of money yesterday, too.
I did. I bought my daughter a computer yesterday because she needed it for school, and that's, my daughter does not ask for things.
Yeah.
And it was
Unless
kind of
you really
like,
needed it.
It was kind of a help, and
Yeah.
so I did a rescue call and went down there and got her set up with the computer. And it's funny, as soon as the computer was brought back to the dorm, and we went into a study room that she's got on her dorm floor, and I sat down. I was going to be computer expert.
Yes.
And all the help and that I had offered and given her, that just goes out the window. Suddenly, I'm old dad again. It's like, Dad, stop, let me do it. And she just took over, and I was just sitting there, kind of like,
Yeah, but
sad
you know
dad.
what? You have
Well,
to
in
sort
your
of accept
defense, yeah, at least you know where you would start. You could probably do it for Elizabeth, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can
I
do it
could
for
that.
her.
Yeah.
There's always second. And little Michael,
Let
imagine
me
what he's going
explain
to be
a
dealing
feature that's really, really wonderful on these touch screens.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's great is opening them takes 7 hours to do, but then if you actually breathe on them when the screen is open, it will close immediately. That's, it just popped up again. What a
There you are.
magic thing this is. This is.
Have you opened messages there? What have you done there?
I'm trying just to get stuff on a show. I'm trying to make an effing show entertaining, and this needs to be
Fixed is the word you're looking for. It's an
no,
F word.
guys. I don't know if you have checked. This is one of my.
I have
of
checked.
top 3 tools, and no one is able to help.
I spent multiple hours.
Oscar killed himself.
Multiple hours.
Oscar took it home all weekend
Yes.
Yeah.
with a friend of his who's a computer genius, and it's official. If you have a problem with one of the most successful online companies in the world,
The most successful.
you are up the butt with a stick. You are there. There is nothing that they can do to help.
And it's not an isolated incident. Apparently, you
Lots
and a
of
handful of people are having this problem.
Yeah, lots of people have been dealing with it. And so the bottom line is, Brad, oops, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. He likes Bush.
And who doesn't?
He's a happily married guy, too, right?
Absolutely, as much as we all are.
I'd love to, when you talk to him, just see how Mrs. Brad thinks about that. We'll take a break. Come right back with us.
The Widow Midnight.
Just stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Out of the whole week of Facebook posts I never saw.
Curveball.
You know what? There might have been some alcohol behind it. I'll find out. I'll have a detailed recap for you tomorrow.
But I loved his honesty with that.
Sure.
And, it's terrific. It strikes me as something maybe the two of you, when you sit and do that porch sitting,
yes,
that maybe you've had that discussion. Welcome back to the show. We're going to get to Oscar and his fraternity party in just a second here. I want to tell you about a truly spectacular holiday offer at Vistaprint.com.
Oh, yeah.
It's their Friends and Family Sale, and we are smack dab in the middle of it right now. Through Wednesday, you can get, this is the best deal in the world.
Best deal of the year, yeah.
50% off holiday cards and calendars and 30% off all other products. I'm sorry, that's 35% off all other products when you go to Vistaprint.com/TMOS Friends and Family. That's how you put it in there. Vistaprint.com/TMOS Friends and Family. But you have to do it by Wednesday. These Friends and Family sales going on right now. Incredible. This is also about what you can create yourself at Vistaprint.com. Are you ready?
Yes.
You won't find these items in stores. Customized holiday cards with your photos and personal messages. Unique personal gifts like photo calendars with all your memories. And for business owners, postcards and all their marketing materials are on sale now. You have to act fast. Go to Vistaprint.com/TMOS Friends and Family to get 50% off on your custom cards and calendars. This offer will end at midnight on Wednesday. You will not see this deal on cards and calendars with prices this low anywhere else. Skip the hassle, avoid the generic, and go to Vistaprint.com/TMOS Friends and Family and get 50% off holiday cards and calendars, 35% off all other products, and free shipping on orders over $50. Satisfaction always guaranteed. You will love Vistaprint.com. And I want to thank this wonderful listener who is named Deborah, and she sent me her business card as well.
Fantastic.
There you go.
Thank you
Very
for doing
cool.
that.
I just got 1,000 cards in from them, and they're beautiful. I was handing them out last night to some people that I had met, and they looked so good. You know what I did? I went for the two-sided, and it looked so cool to have the full show logo on the back and then the information on the front.
I am not lying when I say I will be doing my holiday cards tomorrow because I'm going to take advantage of the 50% off. I'm going to get it done. Do it, and they're only doing that for a limited time. Remember that. Oscar Santana, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Without further ado, you left us on Saturday midday after we had lunch together at that good joint. What was that called?
Claire and Don's.
Claire and Don's.
Remember, right there at Park Place in North Washington
Right next
Street.
to the State Theater.
Claire and Don's, really
Hi,
terrific.
Susan was the lady that made such a fuss
big
over
fan
us.
of the show, and we appreciate that. And you were heading off to my old intern TJ's house.
Like, that's TJ McCurdy. And I know you love when I refer to people with their full name. For example, Ray Gizmo Ward. You enjoy when a full name is used on the radio.
TJ McCurdy. One of the greatest interns I've ever had.
Certainly a notable intern.
Truly special
Nice
dude.
guy.
I wrote him a letter of recommendation once.
Grudgingly, I remember that.
It was the hardest thing I've ever... You know what? I've had eulogies come easier than this. Because what I had to do is I couldn't bring myself to really outwardly violate the truth code. But I wanted him...
Jerk.
I wanted the letter... Well, he's got a job, so he's doing well.
Yeah, does he have a job?
Yeah, he works at the Apple Store.
Well, he's actually leaving the Apple Store, and he's got a real
Really?
big job now.
A real job?
Yeah.
I like Oscar when Oscar gets intense. It's like he's got a real job. Yeah, what's he going to be doing?
Government contractor.
Really? A government.
Wow, really? He dodged the furlough, did he?
Yes.
He's an essential employee, Mike.
From what I recall from the party.
Wasn't he in charge of the rollout of the new website?
No.
So how do you know? Is it through Girl that you know, TJ?
Yeah, so girl...
Mason student.
Katie Cole now works and is the marketing director for TM Soft with our friend Todd Moore, right?
And that basically means she is in charge of the happy hours, right?
Yeah, no.
Chooses the bar?
So she works closely with him.
And she was at our walkthrough on
She'll
Saturday
be
at the
helping
State Theater.
And so was Katie
Right.
Forbes and her husband.
Dan Van Herman.
And we all kind of work together and we play together.
Right.
So after the show,
Play
we were
together.
going to meet up to have this big Nerdnick meeting about the TMOS iPhone application and Android application.
Lots
that they're
of
building.
big things coming up in the next month.
Yes.
We're very excited about
So we did the meeting there, and that's where we were invited through Girl to TJ's party.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at Todd and I said, because in the flyer that TJ had for his party, it said an adult fraternity party.
A flyer.
And how about
Is
me?
this the Delta House?
How about me at lunch being the one who explained that?
Yes.
Because the kids, the younger ones, Oscar, Katie, the other Katie.
Pony Boy.
Yes.
Pony Boy.
Dan.
The youngins. Dan, I think, maybe got it, but Dan wouldn't tell you.
No, well, Dan, he's not a big talker.
Dan wouldn't speak and tell, but I think that, and Dan is one of my favorite people on the planet. So I explained to them what he is saying is that it is a fraternity party, but alumni is encouraged to attend. Grown-ups can attend. This is not just... He wants to call it a frat party,
yes,
but he wants to make sure that everybody comes. That's the...
Yeah.
Hey, that's...
It's a hell of a party. You know TJ perhaps better than myself and Mike. Would you say...
Does he really?
Well, after he's been to the party.
Okay.
Probably. Would you say that TJ is having trouble shaking the fraternity dust from his shoes? That he enjoys the fraternity lifestyle and he perhaps likes to remain there?
He missed a lot of things for the radio station because he was into his fraternity.
We talked to him a lot about fraternity activities and stuff. And
Right.
he was way
I
into
think
it.
everybody there was really into just still kind of living the old school dream.
Incidentally, we'll mention it.
Frank the Tank?
Yes. I thought I saw him there.
TJ's fraternity is Eye, Mouth, and Breather.
They're the brother fraternity to No Cuttahara.
So it was a Halloween party, right?
Sure, he
So
dressed up as a
we
government
said,
contractor.
We're going to go out there. We have our Halloween costumes. We have my Breaking Bad, Todd's Tony Stark girl.
It's another costume
Yeah,
contest?
it's another costume party. So we all get dressed up. My girlfriend has a second costume. She goes as well.
So Todd put on that elaborate outfit again?
Yeah, he did the suit.
Hold on, breaks. What was Shannon's costume?
Green
for
Lantern.
Oh.
Yeah, and she had
green eye makeup?
She had new contacts that clear her eyes out that she got from AC Lens. Yeah, she bought those as well.
Photos. Please
Yes.
post photos when that happens.
And she...
At TJ's website.
I have a video of her doing handstands in that thing.
In the Green Lantern
Yeah,
outfit?
it's hilarious.
Oh, I
Pretty
share
good.
that too.
All right, settle it. So,
Wow.
moving on.
You know, I regret not going to the party now, even though I wasn't invited. I'm
We
sure I
all-
could have laid my hands
You
on
know
a
that you
flyer.
and I weren't. It wasn't even in the cards to even mention it.
That's right.
You
It's
know-
almost
We
like
asked you.
Yeah, you did.
We asked you.
I'm 54.
You know what? You got asked.
You know, I drop people and pick people up at fraternity parties
That's
now.
true.
That's what I do. That's right. For God's sake.
Buy them computers.
Yes.
So
I'm going to go. Incidentally, when Michael William is in a fraternity,
Yes.
I'm going to go to that fraternity party.
You're gonna haunt him?
No, I'll be on the mantle.
Hey, everybody! My pop's here.
You got to say hi to Old Blue.
Kiss the urn.
Kiss the urn.
Kiss the urn.
So I'm 35.